I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Traore and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime.
Is the rise of Captain Ibrahim Traoré a direct threat to U.S. global influence? According to U.S. authorities, Burkina Faso's young leader is rapidly becoming a target of international scrutiny.
But why?
And what does this mean for America's role in shaping the world? Today, we uncover the truth behind the U.S.'s concerns with Traoré's leadership. Since Traoré took power in 2022, the U.S. has been watching closely, and reports have surfaced that Burkina Faso's military leader is being flagged as a potential threat. The reason? U.S. authorities are concerned about his growing ties with Russia and China and the shift away from Western influence that his leadership represents. The U.S. has long been a major player in African politics, maintaining influence through military presence, economic aid, and diplomatic ties. But with Traoré's rise, the U.S. sees an undeniable shift in the power balance. Is this truly a challenge to U.S. interests? Or is it simply a sign of a new order that the West is reluctant to accept? Burkina Faso's move away from France and the West is a clear and decisive break, signaling a new era of sovereignty and independence. Russia and China are now playing key roles in shaping the country's future. Traoré has not only turned to Russia for military support but also welcomed China's economic investments. The Sino-Burkina cement factory, for instance, is just one example of how China is deeply involved in the country's industrial expansion. Meanwhile, Russia's Wagner Group has reportedly increased its presence in the region, offering security and military assistance to the government. But who exactly is Captain Ibrahim Traoré? At just 34 years old, this military officer has already made waves, overthrowing his predecessor in a coup. His rise wasn't by accident. Traoré comes from a background of strategic thinking and deep-rooted anti-colonial sentiments. He served as a captain in the Burkinabe military, where he led the Cobra Special Forces. His exceptional leadership skills and commitment to his country earned him a reputation as someone who would never back down in the face of foreign interference. But it was his anti-colonial stance that really set him apart. He sees Burkina Faso's future as one of self-determination, far from the influence of former colonial powers. Under Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso has undergone dramatic reforms. One of his first actions was to remove the French language as the official language, signaling an immediate break with colonial history. But that's just the beginning. He has taken bold steps to boost the local economy, from nationalizing key industries like gold mining to rejecting foreign aid from Western powers. His unrefined gold export ban forced international companies to negotiate with local stakeholders, ensuring the country's resources benefit Burkinabe citizens rather than foreign corporations. His government has also prioritized education reforms, with new policies aimed at improving access to quality schooling for rural communities, often neglected in the past. However, not everyone is in favor of his leadership. Since his rise to power, Captain Traoré has survived over 18 assassination attempts, signaling just how high the stakes are for Burkina Faso's future. The growing tensions in Burkina Faso reflect a broader divide between those pushing for sovereignty and those who still believe in Western-backed systems. Traoré's success in surviving these attempts not only strengthens his resolve but also sends a powerful message. He is undeterred by the forces working against him. On the international stage, Burkina Faso's political shift has sparked both support and condemnation. While the U.S. and European powers have expressed concerns, many African nations have rallied behind Traoré. So, what does all this mean for the future? As Captain Traoré continues to consolidate power, the question remains, will the U.S. and Western powers be able to maintain their grip on global leadership, or are we witnessing the rise of new geopolitical forces? The global implications are massive. If Burkina Faso's strategy proves successful, it could spark a wave of anti-colonial movements across Africa. But as China and Russia increase their influence, what happens to the West's role in Africa and beyond? Could we be witnessing a shift in the global power structure as we know it? Let us know what you think in the comments. Will Burkina Faso's leadership reshape global alliances? And what does it mean for the US's role on the world stage? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more analysis on global political shifts.